Why is taxi insurance expensive? Taxi insurance is an essential for any taxi driver or company, but it can be costly. This is because taxis cover more miles than other drivers, and therefore are statistically more likely to be involved in an accident. It can also be that they tend to drive larger vehicles which fall into higher insurance groups. What types are there? Firstly, you need to be clear on whether you need private hire taxi insurance, for taxis that are limited to pre-booking only, or public hire taxi insurance, for vehicles permitted to collect passengers at the roadside. There are three main types of cover, offering different levels of cover and cost. Policy only, this is the cheapest and most basic form of cover, so be sure to check it has all the cover you require. The more names that are added to this cover, the more expensive it becomes. Named driver, this is just for the taxi driver to cover themselves, no one else is insured to drive the taxi. So it's ideal if you're the sole driver of your own taxi. Any driver, this covers any driver, although normally those over 25, to use the taxi and is the most expensive option. If you own a fleet, you will need to weigh up the cost and convenience of this and compare it with adding named drivers to policy-only alternatives. How can I get cheaper cover? There are several ways to keep the cost of your cover down. An obvious one is to stay within the law in terms of your driving. Any convictions will bump up the costs. It will also help to build up your no-claims discount by driving safely over a period of years. You could consider the type of car you drive and the insurance group it falls into. These groups are decided upon via a number of factors, such as how much they cost to repair, any safety features they might have, and the value of the car, so inevitably going for a higher performance model will result in higher insurance costs. Is there anything else to consider? You may wish to consider public liability cover, which will protect you against any claims involving accident or injury which come about as a result of your negligence. In addition, breakdown cover can be invaluable. Your taxi is your livelihood, and any time off the road can be costly and inconvenient. Having breakdown cover means that any breakdowns can be dealt with quickly and effectively. With all this to consider, it can be really helpful to talk through your requirements with specialists in the taxi insurance field. It's also likely they'll be able to find you the best price to cover your specific needs. Alana Holder looks into finding the best taxi insurance. Qubit are specialist insurers for taxi and minicab drivers and companies. Share this video and subscribe for more interesting auto insurance tips.